Welcome to lecture 140. So the title of this lecture is again sex, but here instead of hijab, our religious priesthood, they have done the wrong translation of the word jalabin, hunna. So they put this word for the wife of the Prophet Muhammad. So they translated it. Jilbab hunna means the cover or the cloak which the wife of the Muhammad used to wear. So the thing is, when there is a no Muhammad name in the Prophet, so then there is no question of any wives. So whole thing has been, bring into a darkness, deviated from its original point. So this is the lecture today, that whether there were wife of Muhammad, they were using this jilab hunna. So the extensive literature of hadith, sunnah and fiqh, along with the wide body of Sharia laws, has created a massive distortion of the Quranic message. One striking example is the misinterpretation of the Quranic term jilab hunna. You will see what they have done. Reducing it to a garment, coat, cloak, or cover, allegedly prescribed for the wives and daughters of Muhammad. So this is they have done. So you will think, or any foreigner will think, that what type of wife they were and how many wives. They mention 14 wives. And whereas I explain you there is no Muhammad, historical in Muhammad or in the Quran there is no Muhammad. So what will do now? And these stories are coming from centuries. However, the Quran never discussed the personal or family life of Muhammad or of any messenger in such detail. The book of God focuses on universal principle, book of Allah, not God. Focuses on universal principle, not private domestic matters. In fact, then we examine the Quran carefully, there is no messenger presented as a Muhammad in the sense of the later tradition have portrayed him. The Hadith, Sunnah and Fiqh literature for fabricated stories such as Muhammad having 14 wives, which is a blunt offense against the teaching of the Quran. These inventions have corrupted the faith and enslaved the minds of the millions. So we are thinking. And now this is the Sunnah of Muhammad, we are also going marry 4, 5, and King Abdul Aziz, he had 100 wives almost, from the founder of the Saudi Arabia. Such texts operate like a malicious virus or a corrupt computer program infecting thought and society. It happens now. To safeguard future generation from this intellectual disease, it would be far better to discard, even burn this immoral literature. This is all immoral. And these religious leaders, they are all immoral. And our rulers of the 57 countries are also involved. Hadith, Sunnah, tradition, fiqh and Sharia laws, these are not divine revelation. They are man-made tools for control and exploitation. The Quran has used the term jilbab in verse 33:59 in the meaning of commission, not the meaning of outer garments or cloth. या नबी कुल लिअज़वाजिका व बनातिका व निसा वल मोमिनीना युदीनहुन्ना अलैहुन्ना मिन जलाबिहुन्ना ज़ालिका अदना अन यअफ़न वला युज़न व कान अल्लाहु गफूरुर रहीम. Let me first give the meaning of the word jilbab. It is a genitive masculine plural noun with a third person. Feminine plural possessed pronoun. Its root is jilbab. Means who drove, brought, conveyed or transported merchandise from one place to another. It can also mean he committed an offense against him. Additionally, it has been used for a kind of garment or coat in which a person, male or female, clad or covers themselves. So this means they have translation Ya Ayyuhan Nabi Kul Azwajaka. So here they are saying the Azwajaka, the Prophet wives and daughter, but this Azwajaka means companion, male and female both. And this Jilabihunna, this is for both, man and woman both. So the translation, Yusuf Ali, O Prophet, tell the wives and the daughters. And this they mean the translation Azwajaka, wife, Banateka, daughter. Right? It's injustice, with the literature of the Quran. And the believing women, Al-Mu'mineen wa-Nisa, believing women, Al-Mu'mineen, women, that they should cast their outer garments over their persons when abroad. That in most convenient that they should be known as such and not molested. It means at the time of what they are saying, at the time of Muhammad, there was a lot of molestation. So women were not safe. That is why, according to their translation, they should cover with coat or with any cloth. So look what the picture they are giving you at that time. Yes, in Saudi Arabia, I lived 40 years over there. A woman cannot, at that time, I don't know now, woman cannot go outside alone even with the full hijab. 10, 20 cars will follow her. I don't know, because it is the time of this Wahhabism, Imam Wahhab. So, it also signifies commission, raised, mixed, voices, excitement, to attack, to assail, with noise and shouting, to fetch, to earn, to seek pasture or to overpower. So this is their translation. They limited it to the, Muhammad's wife and daughters, and they show the Bible or the translator, they draw the picture that At the time of Muhammad, there was no security for women, and women could not go outside without coat or without proper outing clothing. So this is they are saying. First wives, then daughters, and then ordered to them wear when they are going outside, cover their body. So it means it was a so bad society. Now in Canada, in Britain, in America, any woman can go anywhere. Nobody dare to touch them. But in Saudi Arabia, still, it is impossible. So let me give the possible right translation. A caution, Ya Ayyuhan Nabi, a caution to the supreme leadership, the Quranic leadership. Make the announcement for your working groups or companions who are striving with you for peace, azwajika, men and women both. They were not the wife of the Muhammad. Azwajika zawwaj. Your pair of shoes, they are zawwaj to each other. The rail track, the two track, it's a zawwaj. Negative, positive, zawwaj. Day and night, zawwaj. So I have given this zawwaj meaning in one lecture. So the thing is, here zawwaj means the people who are struggling with him, with the Quranic supreme leadership. And for your organizational framework, banataka, basic structure of the party, not the daughters, framework, fundamental stone, or the party framework, as well as for the common members of the society when I saw. This common member means men and women both, the weak people, the weak segment of the society. Warn them. And the peacekeeping organization, group or parties, look, al-mu'mineen, or the organization or the department who are keeping the peace in the society, they should draw closer together. Yadunina alayhunna. They should, it's from dunya, they should be very close for this struggle. In situation of commission, min jalabehunna, when there is any problem, any agitation, they should draw to each other. It's not a wife and or the daughters, or not it is about the jalabehunna, cover, coat, nothing like that. In situation of common, in situation of commission, agitation, problem, you should be together. Jalabehunna. Hunna means male and female both. This is the most convenient way. Zalakadna. This is the best way. You should unite together to make their presence known, and they should know that we are together. Order them, caution them that they should use who? Caution the azwajaka, the companion or the buddy who are striving for peace. Warn them. And banataka, and the organizational framework of the party, and nisa, member of the society, the common members of the society, commoner, men and women, children and old people, and the peacekeeping organization, groups or parties or the department, they should draw closer together. Yadnina hunna, they should, in situation of commission, when there is a agitation or problem, you should draw together, so that they do not cause you any harm. Fala yuzinna. When they know that you are together, you are working, you are watching, they cannot harm you. And the laws of Allah protect you and provide you favorable circumstances for the growth. So Quranic Federation will give you all kind of protection and favorable circumstances for the development and the growth, just like what the baby gets from the mother womb right after pregnancy. The baby gets the favorable atmosphere for the growth. So this is the meaning of this verse. It's not a wife of Muhammad or daughter of Muhammad, and they should, and for them it's the order that when you go outside, so you should cover your body. There's nothing like that. It is all, conspiracy against the Quran. It is all criminal act against the Quran. And then they fabricated Muhammad had 14 wives. He had a minor Asha, and then he had a wife Khatija, 40 years old. Look, what is this nonsense? First, the Zoroastrian or the Zionism, they fabricated a Muhammad, and then after that they fabricated Ali, Hassan, Fatima. Fatima is not a Arabic word. And then Abu Bakr. This is all perspective. This has nothing to do with the Quran. So this is the possible right translation of this verse. And if you have some objection, please write us and we will rectify it. Muslim must use the yardstick of the Quran to examine all the literature of Hadith, Sunnah, tradition, fiqh, Sharia laws, and the countless useless ritual and time-wasting tradition that have been imposed in the name of Islam. I myself, it took me 3 years to complete the research of the Hadith books, and I used the yardstick of the Quranic verses, and I found only 12 or 15 Hadiths were okay. The rest are all garbage. So, useless this happens, the current flock of blind followers will never escape the burning hell of ignorance. A condition that is neither true life nor true death. Now, this Muslim Ummah is neither it is a death nor it is life. Wala yaji wala mauti. This is the situation we have. Because we don't examine. Even before taking the translation of any verse of the Quran, you should ponder. If you don't know the Arabic language, no problem. Then whatever the translation you have received, check that and use your God-gifted, intelligent reasoning or wisdom. Then decide. So today Muslims live in an inferno of chaos because of the indoctrination of the Islamic priesthood. All these mosques, all these religious leaders, all these political, they are the responsible for this, in which we are burning. The Quran said it is inferno of chaos. We have a chaos in 57 countries. This chaos is all over the world. The Quran does not endorse any form of Shia law. In England, they are trying to impose Sharia law, and this Sadiq, he is the mayor of the London. He is employee of this Zoroastrian. Mixing Sharia law with Quranic charter is an act of rebellion against the constitution of the Quran. And we did it. We did it. We are all rebellious. It is the Sharia law, not the Quran, that fabricated the following. Five-day daily prayer in the current ritualistic form. In the Quran, there is no praying. Fasting is an obligatory ritual. It is in the Quran, there is no fasting. Zakat as a fixed tax, there is no 2.5% zakat in the Quran. Fitrana, it is not in the Quran. Eid al-Daha and Eid al-Fitr, not in the Quran. The so-called last sermon attributed to Muhammad, not in the Quran. And Muhammad did not give any last sermon. It's all stories, fake stories. They use the name of Muhammad. I have given in one of my lecture this, all the detail from where this khutbah has come and who wrote the khutbatul Nikah, khutbatul Jummah, khutbatul Eid. I give all the detail. Ihtisham al-Tanvi, he was aesthetic. From Deoband, India, he wrote all this khutbah, which now in our mosque or Indian mosque, the Imam in a sermon he recited it. Muslim must apply the Quranic standard to authenticate these so-called pillars and ritual. Consider the following points. Sharia law invented the azan, call to prayer, not in the Quran. And all the non-Quranic supplication Muslims recite today. Sharia law fabricated both Shia and Sunnah version of Durood and created sectarian Islam. And the Zionism, they created three religions, Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. And now they have given the name Abrahamic Accord. And Dubai made the Abrahamic, center for the three religions to cheat the people. Abraham never brought any religion. Sharia law provided the foundation for building sect-based mosques, which the Quran ordered to demolish as a nest of corruption. They are all corrupted. Go inside. They are all mishandling and dishonesty in the donation they are receiving from the people. Sharia's injustice toward women. All the injustice is done with the Islamic Muslim women under the Sharia law. Islamic Sharia inflicted severe injustice upon women by fabricating, degrading, exploitative laws such as polygamy, 4 wives. It's not in the Quran. Muta, temporary marriage, 7-minute nikah, 1 hour nikah, you pay the money. This is insult. Halala, it's insult of the woman. This is Sharia law. Khula, as a legally mechanism controlled by men, it is again Sharia law. Nothing to do with the Quran. Misra, marriage, a contractual arrangement for sexual convenience in Saudi Arabia. They are doing it. And one of my employee, one of my technicians, he did this Misra. Zara, declaring one's wife like one's mother. If you declare that the wife, you are my mother, then your nikah is annulled, finished. Allah, taking an oath to avoid sexual relation with one wife. So this is your Islam. And all these mosques, as per the Quran, the den of the burglars people, all the religious people. These laws were coined by the religious elites to enslave women and strip away the rights that the Quran grants them. This is a situation we have. Woman is an honorable and beautiful being, is a symbol of love, passion, and affection and tenderness, manifesting as a mother, wife, sister, and daughter. The imposition of fabricated Sharia law in the form of hijab, headscarf, veil, parda, burqa, and niqab is insult the dignity of the woman. They give her this impression that you are weak and without us you are nothing. In Middle East, almost 95-7% women they cover their head because the Muslim male give them this sense that you are inferior, you are insecure from the childhood. Then till to the death she wears this hijab. The Quran portrays woman as the imam of the home. Look, the mother and the word imam from ammi, ummahat. So if in your house the mother is the best and she controls, she give you all the necessity, basic necessity of life, affection, tenderness to husband, to wife, to son. So the Quran, the imam of the home, the word plural ummahat, ummahat, connotes mother, origin, foundation, essence, or core of the something, central, pivotal point, pivotal position in the hand of the mom in every peaceful house. Look, what is the Quran giving in the education? Connotes mother, origin, foundation. Also mean foundation. Also mean mother. Also mean essence, a core of something. Woman is the foundation of a home life and society, both in the domestic paradise and as well as in the larger social family. So this is the Quranic education, and where we are, you can see now where we are. We are doing the sheer injustice with the woman that her share in the parent property they have. You can marry 4 women, and the witness of the 2 women is equal to the one. And there are so many other things. The women are your fields, and wherever you want to use them, utilize them. So this is the Islam you have. So just ponder upon this. So this is I have received a request from one of our viewers. So I have completed this 2 lectures. Before this lecture, I give over the lecture of the hijab. And here, this word jalab and hunna, because they have also used it for the outer covering, of the body. So this is the end of this hijab, and the next lecture will be about the inheritance, Sharia inheritance law, which is they are doing the injustice with the daughter from centuries. Thank you very much.